out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown. And look at some Brian Custer from Showtime Championship Boxing. I gotta give him a big shout out to Money Brown TV. This is T. Espinosa from Showtime Sports. Shout out to Money Brown TV.
Yo, what's going on at the Fight War? This your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on Danny Garcia versus Mikey Garcia in heavy talks, maybe for August the 31st. The battle of the Garcias. Great fight, man. Great fight. Salute to Danny Garcia. We know Danny is back, man. He knocked out Adrian Granados, I think, in 7 or 8 rounds. Went out there, put on a fucking performance of a lifetime, man. Beautiful. But yeah, man. Now they saying he in talks with Garcia, man. Mikey Garcia. Danny proved that he is still a top-notch elite fighter at welterweight. His fan base haven't went anywhere. 2-division world champion. Hell of a fighter, hell of a puncher. And Danny's a star, man. Danny's a star. You can't deny that. There's no denying that. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of Danny. Been watching Danny, for a while now, since ESPN days. You know what I mean? Since the ESPN days. Cats probably just jumping on this bandwagon, but, I've been doing this game, man. And Danny deserved all the praises that he get. All the praises. Arguably undefeated. Mikey Garcia. We all know Mikey came up to 147 to face the killer, the king of 147, Earl Spence. It didn't work in his favor, but he put on a hell of an effort, man. You see what I'm saying? He put on a hell of an effort. He wasn't afraid to lose his own. And he didn't cry like a baby. He showed love. Man. And that's the heart of a champion. You don't need a title to be a champion. You understand what I'm saying? Mikey is the epitome of a champion. I salute Mikey, man. I salute him. He believes in his skills. He dared to be great. He came up short. And that's it. He didn't get stopped. He fought Earl. Even though it was a one-sided performance, he gave it all the way to the end. You know what I mean? And that's all you can ask from a real champion. Now you got a chance to fight Danny Garcia. We know they in talks. We go see if it's happening, man. We know Danny love money, just like everyone should love money. And him and Mikey will generate money. You see what I'm saying? Mexican versus Puerto Rican, it generates money. Facts. We all know that. Even though we can say they American Mexican and American Puerto Rican, they still are from them cultures. You know what I mean? And Danny is a hell of a fighter. Like I say, top 4 welterweight, top 5 welterweight. You know what I mean? Top 5, top 6. Depends on where you put Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? But it's a hell of a fight, man. It's a hell of a fight. And Danny showed that he's a full-fledged welterweight now. The Sean Porter fight proved to me that he was a full-fledged welterweight. He stood his ground. Porter come pushing back. And his body shots was vicious. And I know Porter felt it. You know what I mean? So it's a big opportunity in front of Danny, man. They looking like it's going to be on pay-per-view. I know a lot of people going to be hating, but I ain't hating on it, man. Mikey Garcia is one hell of a fighter. He's one hell of a fighter, yo. And he bring that type of status when you fight him. The Mexicans love Mikey. The blacks love Mikey. The whites love Mikey. Mikey is all around, man. He's all around. Great dude. Give it all he got in the ring. Never back down. And one thing we know about Mikey, when he's in that ring, we know he gonna give us all he got. We know that, bro. We know that. And we know he gonna work his ass off to be victorious. That's one thing Mikey will not do is cut corners. Especially with a great trainer and his brother and a great mentor and his father, the Big G. You know what I'm saying? And, everybody else come behind that, Peter and the other son, they all ride. They're a family, man, and they gets it in. But looking at this fight as a whole, it's a beautiful matchup. Styles make fights. This is a beautiful matchup, man. Like I say, Garcia versus Garcia. Mikey, when I thought he can beat a welterweight, right? I said, if Mikey come to welterweight, what fighter can he beat? Danny Garcia was one of those fighters I thought he can beat. You know what I mean? He's one of them fighters I thought he can beat. Because Danny give you chance. Like, Danny, he kind of wait. The Granados fight was a beautiful performance. He didn't wait. He went and got it. You know what I mean? He went and got it. But against somebody like Mikey Garcia, who knows how to slow down the pace, what would Danny do? Would he push the issue? You know, we know Mikey isn't a big welterweight. Power didn't really look like much against Errol Spence, but that can tell a different story against somebody else. You know what I mean? That could tell a different story against somebody else. But like I said, Danny, sometimes he love to counter too much. You know, and if you let Mikey get his 1-2s off and come back with his hooks, you know, and start taking his angles, it can be a problem. It can really be a problem. You know, this is a very competitive fight. Very, very competitive, you know. But after Danny Garcia showed me what he did to Adrian Granados, and I'm not calling Adrian Granados Mikey Garcia from a long shot, not by far. But the performance Danny put on, it showed that as long as Danny focused on himself, as long as he focus on himself and execute his game plan to be more aggressive, he's going to be tough to beat. He's going to be tough to beat because Danny has real, raw power. You understand me? Real, raw power. And you cannot teach power. You cannot teach it. And he knows how to deliver it. And I'm quite sure after that performance against Adrian Granados, he's ready to deliver more, man. He's ready to deliver more. You know? Could he stop Mikey Garcia? I don't know. I don't know. You know, is it a possibility? Hell to the yeah, it is. You know? Like I say, Mikey came up. Power didn't look like that much against Errol Spence. Will it show up against Danny Garcia? It probably could. Will Danny give him a chance to land that shot? Yes, he will. You know, but you got to give Mikey all credit and you know, salute him for standing in the welterweight division after losing like that to Errol Spence. You know, a lot of people want to see him fight Lomachenko, including myself. But I think this is like a more personal thing with Mikey. You know, he want to prove that he can win that welterweight. After a performance like that against Errol Spence, he want to show that that's not the real Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that he's making any excuses or things like that, but he know he can do better. You know he can do better. To just take the right opponent. And we will find out if it's Danny Garcia or not. You know, like I said, style makes fights. Styles make fights. You know, and early on I felt like Mikey can beat Danny. You know, but after the performance I seen against Errol Spence and after the performance Danny put on against Granados, it's going to be tough to beat Danny Garcia. You know what I mean? It's going to be tough. But do Mikey still have a shot? You damn right, man. He's Mikey Garcia. He's Mikey Garcia. The Errol Spence loss don't make me look at Mikey no different. It doesn't. Because I know what Errol Spence is. I know he's a killer. I know the skills he possesses. You know what I mean? I know he's elite. I know he's something different. And this ain't me just trying to big Errol Spence up. You know? It's just he's something different. That's just the truth. You know? But when I look at Danny Garcia is not Errol Spence Jr. They don't possess the same attributes. They don't move the same. You know? So I believe Mikey do have a chance against Danny Garcia. You know what I mean? But Danny power is no joke. His power is no joke. But one thing Mikey know how to do, he know how to take sting off of power, and he's a Mexican, so he has a chin. He has a chin. And vice versa, Danny Garcia has a chin. You know, so I really don't see a knockout in this fight. I really don't. But like I say, if Mikey can get in there and work his jab, try to control the pace and use his angles, he give Danny problems. He really do. Because Danny do have problems with pure boxers and good boxers. Mikey not the best mover on his feet, but Mikey is damn good at angles. You know what I mean? He's damn good at angles. Danny Garcia, slick counterpuncher, know how to work off his jab, good body work, power, great hook. You know, great hook. You know what I mean? So it's a chess match, man. It will be a chess match. It is a beautiful fight. It's one that, yes, I would pay my money for. I will pay my money for it. You know? I know a lot of cats go say, well, why Earl and Sean Porter ain't on pay-per-view? Since Earl was just this big star. But look at Mikey coming up. Mikey right back on pay-per-view after losing to Earl. What is that saying? It shows that Mikey is the bigger star. Listen, man. Style makes fights. Mikey got the Mexican people behind him. Danny Garcia has a bigger fan base than Sean Porter. You know what I mean? Danny Garcia don't need a title. And his fan base is still bigger than Sean Porter. That's a fact. That's just a fact. You know? So when you put Mikey Garcia, who's with Ring Store, I have a promoter, we're a co-promotion with my guy that I rocks with a lot, Richard Schaefer, and you working with Al, you know, him and Danny can make that happen. Him and Danny can make that happen. Because you got the Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans going up against each other. And we know how that happen. I mean, we know how those things turn out. We know how those events turn out. Beautiful events, man. And you can't knock that. You can't knock that. See what I'm saying? And it's going to be one hell of a fight. It's going to be one hell of a fight, yo. No, I'm looking forward to see how Mikey do at welterweight against Danny Garcia, another welterweight. You know, because like I say, the Errol Spence loss, it ain't the telling of everything Mikey Garcia can do. Earl was just a different monster. You know, am I trying to put Danny on a lower pedestal than Earl? No, I'm not. I'm just saying Earl is better than Danny. But that don't mean Danny is not a good fucking fighter, because he is. Like I said, 2-division world champion, knocked out Amir Khan. You know, stopped Zab Judah. No, they went to 12 with Zab Judah, but beat Zab Judah. Stopped Paulie. You know what I'm saying? So Danny is somebody, and is a force to be reckoned with. He's not to be taken lightly. Fought the shit out of Sean Porter, fought the shit out of Keith Thurman. He is elite. Danny Garcia is elite, and he is a top welterweight. You know, so I respect him like that. But I also respect Mikey Garcia, who is one hell of a fighter, who is a 4-division world champion, looking to be a 5-division world champion, and he's chasing that. He's chasing it, so I can't knock him. I can't get mad because he didn't go down to fight Lomachenko. I can't say he ducked Lomachenko. I cannot. Because he's in a division where it's way more killers. And I think stronger fighters. Is Lomachenko and Mikey Garcia a hell of a fight? Yes, indeed it is. Did Monty Brown want to see it? Yes, I did. But did Mikey Garcia and Bob Arum, could they have sat down and worked out good business and to make the fight happen? I don't know. Maybe they could, maybe they could. But this is Mikey Garcia's career. He decided to stay at 147. You know? And all the people can do is respect it, man. Respect it. You know? So, it's going to be what it's going to be, man. Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia look like it's heading for August the 31st. I'm praying to do. It's a beautiful fight. Even though I did want Danny Garcia to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. I really did want that because I thought Crawford deserved a PBC guy. But now we see that Porter, Earl locked up, Thurman, Pack locked up, Danny, Mikey locked up. So now all we can do is see what Crawford can get, man. Could he get Kell Brook? Would he get the Kowalski guy? Sorry if I'm messing up his name. Kowalski or something like that. You know, it's supposed to be his mandatory. You know, just what it is, yo. Just what it is. But this will be one hell of a fight. This will be one Monty Brown will be tuned into. If it's pay-per-views, will be one that Monty Brown watching. Will be streaming for the people. Y'all know how I get down. I ride for my people, man. I love my people, man. They love me back. So I'm going to always, you know, support them and do what I can do to make sure they have a good time and to make sure they see the big fights that some of them don't have the money to pay for. You know, and sometimes you do have the money to pay for, you just don't want to do it. Either way, we family and we go ride it out together. We ain't got no volume when it's on, but we have a damn good time. You dig what I mean? So we just go see what happened, man. They said they in a big negotiation. If it gets signed, sealed, and delivered, it should be soon. And it's going to be one hell of a fight, you know? But until then, it's your boy Monty. This is the NSBC movement. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, it's in the description. And I'll be back with another one, my G's.